Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Down and quiet. All right, race number 23 underway. Sportsman Nitro Truggy B main. Up next, the electric Truggy B main. So back-to-back Truggy races. We will need volunteer help after this one. The next one's only 10 minutes, and there's only 9 drivers. Actually, only 8 drivers in this one, so I'll need about 4 or 5 volunteers to help out for the next one. It's a 10-minute affair. Oh, helping the triples, helping the triples. Long way to go, guys. No one should be crashing with only 8 drivers out there, that's for sure. Especially with 20 minutes, you got to give and take early on. Foster says, I'm out of here, along with Grenon and Edwards all the way up to 3rd. John Young up to the 4th spot. John Young actually got taken out of the computer because he missed or couldn't start all 3 of his qualifiers. Generally, if someone doesn't turn a lap in any of the 3 qualifiers, I assume they're not here or they're not racing that particular class. But unfortunately, John just had issues in all 3 of them and couldn't get the start. So we put him back in, and he's running 4th. So actually his first lap of the entire weekend here in Truggy, at least in competition. He might have got his warm-up lap in. So once again, thanks to everybody for coming out. I know as the day goes on, people are going to be packing up their trailers, motorhomes, their cars, and hitting the road back to wherever you came from. So with that being said, I want to thank you on behalf of Racetime Entertainment, Dave Lycum, and the entire crew. We appreciate you coming out. It's our last race of 2019 for the Racetime Entertainment crew.
18 minutes left.
So happy holidays, happy Halloween, happy Thanksgiving, and Merry Christmas. Mostly Halloween. Make sure you visit the Paranoia Haunted House in North Georgia, Canton. So Dave puts the RC car races on the back burner and now focuses attention on the haunted house for the holiday season. And we'll be back in, I believe it's January, right, with the SIC. Yep. Excellent. Huh? Excellent. Appreciate it. Oh, the racing car? For, oh. Well, we haven't decided if we're doing those or not.
17 minutes left.
All right, so it'll be Jim Foster. All right, so Jim Foster with a 17-second lead already in this one after 3.5 short minutes. Brian Lowe running second, and now Steve Holsclaw in the 3rd and final transfer spot. John Young right there in 4th with Jacob Edwards 5th, Mike Grenon 6th, Pacheco in 7th, and Nevin running 8th. So 8 Truggies out there for 20 minutes. 4 minutes in, 16 long minutes to go. Volunteers needed out there after this one for the next race. That's our electric Truggy B main. That one will definitely be full. So volunteers needed for a 10-minute race coming up.
15 minutes left. Fourteen minutes left.
All right, so not much action happening until now. I was keeping an eye on the screen. It looks like the battle for second now brewing between Brian Lowe and Steve Holsclaw, separated by 1 second. So I believe that's them coming over here by the podium. Right in front of Bobby Moore is your battle for second. I was hoping Bobby would put a hat on because the glare off the top of that head is very distracting up here in timing and scoring. Thank you. Appreciate that. Where's Taylor? Sleeping? Oh, must be nice. She had a long day of racing and winning prizes and cleaning tires yesterday, so it takes a toll on a youngster. So does that mean Dad's going to be racing a Techno in 2020? All right, Jim Foster with a 23-second lead, and the battle is on between Lowe and Holsclaw. There they are down the straightaway, and it looks like Lowe trying to get into pit lane. Help him out. He went underneath pit lane, it looks like. There they are. Oh, they got him out. Oh, and it looks like he might have. Oh, it looks like he wasn't moving, so I thought he had flamed out there, but he's still going. Mike Grenon running fourth with George Pacheco fifth. First round of pit stops coming up here. Edwards in sixth, Tuten seven, and John Young still running. So John, after 3 rounds, didn't get a single lap in competition.
"12 minutes left. "11 minutes left.
So, some breaking news. Foster with a 1:19, so not sure what happened to Foster. My guess would be a flame out. The good news is he had such a big lead, but Holsclaw going to take the lead, and Foster still only a half a second off the lead and might actually take it right back here. The battle for third is brewing. Brian Lowe and Mike Grenon for that final transfer. So now battles starting to form all over the place. Edwards, Pacheco, and Tuten down the straightaway. That's a 3-way battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Let's see what these two guys are doing. The orange truck down the straightaway, that's Foster. He'll take back over the lead after that flame out. Holsclaw right there in second. So they're pretty secure. And then I believe here's the battle for the bump up coming through staging. The yellow truck and the yellow, blue, and pink truck down the straightaway. That's going to be Grenon taking over third, and Lowe now on the outside looking in. So we went from no battles to battles everywhere. We got a battle for first and second, a battle for third and fourth, and then another battle for fifth, sixth, and seventh. And eighth, because actually John Young only 2 seconds behind fifth, sixth, and seventh. All right, just past the halfway mark of this one. 10:30 down and 9:30 to go, drivers. 10:30 down and 9:30 to go.
Nine minutes left.
All right. So Holsclaw and Foster. So looks like Holsclaw, your new leader, Foster second, Grenon third, Brian Lowe now 20 seconds back. So, man, just in a matter of minutes, things change. Holsclaw, your leader, Foster in the all-orange running second. Grenon, 8 seconds back. So here comes Grenon in the yellow down the straightaway. That's your third and final transfer spot, and Grenon going to be pulling into pit lane with 7.5 to go for his final pit stop. So Grenon should have enough fuel on board to make the distance. And there is Brian Lowe. So Brian Lowe was 11 seconds back, now going to be about 2 or 3 seconds back to that final transfer.
Seven minutes left.
Whoa, somebody pull throttle there in the triples. All right, Holsclaw, Foster, Grenon, top three. Holsclaw with only 2.5 on Foster, then a big lead or a big gap back to Grenon, 23 seconds back, and then 6 seconds back to Lowe. So Brian Lowe not out of it yet with 6 minutes to go. Brian Lowe 6 seconds back. Oh, watch it on the straightaway there. Help us on the straightaway. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. All clear. All clear. Straightaway's clear. All right, 14.5 down. We're down to our final 5.5 to go.
5 minutes left.
All right, 4:30 to go. 4:30 to go. Holsclaw now with a 14-second lead on Grenon, and Grenon with a 18-second lead on Brian Lowe. Lowe with 5.7 on John Young, so John Young still fighting. He was all the way down in 8th. Now he's in 4th, only 5.7 out of a transfer. Nevin running in the 5th spot with George Pacheco 6. Foster now.
4 minutes
Looks like
left.
bad luck for Foster. Foster off the track, your top qualifier, and was running in a transfer spot. So that's going to put Brian Lowe into a transfer spot now. So things are changing. Only one person out. All right, 3:45 to go. Once again, I will need some volunteer help. Only 8 drivers from that last race, or this race that's on the track. Only 8 drivers. So I need 4 or 5 volunteers for a 10-minute race coming up. We should almost be done with volunteers. I think most of the races from here on out are going to be solid and full. Electric Truggy B main event. Jacob, I think you need one of those shirts that has legend on the back, like that gentleman. I love it. I love it. Because Jacob Peterson, you are a legend.
3 minutes left.
All right, 3 minutes to go. All right, so I got the orange car and the yellow car. So it looks like Foster getting back out there, and that's Nevin and Mike. They're all on separate laps. All right, 2.5 to go. Nothing going on whatsoever out there. Nobody on the track within 4 seconds of one another. Nobody in the top 4 within 8 seconds of one another. So no racing in the bump-ups. No bump-up battles are in jeopardy. Or bump-up spots are in jeopardy, I should say. Down the straightaway, there's your leader in the all-white. Foster in the all-orange. He's a couple laps down now with that flame out. There's Grenon running 8 seconds behind our leader. Lowe another 15 back in 3rd, and then another 8 back to John Young in 4th. 2 minutes to go, drivers. 2 to go. .130 drivers, 1:30. Well, it looks like Pacheco and Tuten now having a battle for 5th. So George and Nevin, 5th and 6th. There's George down the straightaway, and there is Nevin now 2.7 apart. So Nevin losing a little ground. We got 1 minute to go, drivers. 1 minute left to go. Watch the triple lander. Watch the triple lander. Caution on the triple. Caution on the triple. All clear.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. 1 to go.
.45 seconds left. .30 seconds left.
All right, running out of time in this one, down to 15 seconds.
15 seconds left.
All right, that is time. That yellow truck cannot
Jim
fire
Foster
up
done.
because clock struck 0.
Jacob
Keep it up
Edwards
high.
done.
Keep it up high. No need to
George
run. You
Pacheco
cannot
done.
fire it up. Cannot
Nevin
fire it
Tuten
up.
done.
Cannot fire it up.
Mike Grenon done.
Cannot fire it up. They're still trying. The clock has already hit 0. Can't leave pit lane once the clock hits 0. And it hit 0 a long time ago, 24 seconds ago.
John Young done. Brian Lowe done.
And that wouldn't have mattered anyway. Even if he would have fired up, he would have dropped down to the 4th spot, so it wouldn't have mattered. So right there, Holsclaw going to lose that bump up. And that's going to mean Mike Grenon, John Young, and Brian Lowe going to bump up to that A main. So even if Holsclaw would have got out there and completed that lap, he still would have finished
All
in the
drivers are
4th spot,
finished.
unfortunately. So it'll be Grenon, Young, and Lowe moving on to the show. Holsclaw will finish in 4th with Pacheco 5th, Tuten 6th, Edwards 7, Foster 8, and Gilbert in 9.
The race is completed.
So quite the gift there for either John